Dan Perry still in studio, and Dan, police are raiding the Al Jazeera offices in Jerusalem right now, confiscating equipment as we speak. It's a controversial move. Your insights?
If Israel wanted to give anti-Israel propagandists the best conceivable gift, they would be raiding Al Jazeera right now. It looks like a conspiracy against Israel, frankly. Look, I understand the sentiment, for sure, because Al Jazeera's coverage is not friendly to Israel. That's clear. On the other hand, it does look somewhat typically unintelligent, because they will still be able to cover the war. They will still get video from other sources in Israel and elsewhere. They can still operate in the Palestinian territories, West Bank and Gaza, which is simply not Israel. They can still interview people in Israel by Zoom. The coverage will remain, and Israel's reputation will have taken another hit. It is almost unbelievably boneheaded. That's pretty much all I can say. Now, look, again, it's populistically, I get it. Like, it'll probably be popular, but is it really, really intelligent? I'll add something else. Full disclosure: I've appeared on Al Jazeera maybe a half dozen times. It is not a friendly environment, that is for sure. And I'm not representing any government, but I certainly do not subscribe to their narrative, and they let me speak with respect, and that is more than I would get as a critic of the Israeli government on Channel 14 and the other propaganda outfits in Israel. And also, this is being done under the aegis of a law that enables them to shut down any foreign media in Israel. It is a very, very slippery slope, and Israel is really dismally joining the ranks of countries that do shut down media because of political issues, like Russia and China. Who banned Al Jazeera in the recent years? Egypt, because they didn't support the military coup. It is really not a good look, and that is in no way intended to defend the coverage of Al Jazeera, which is indeed objectionable.
There is a difference, though, Dan, between coverage which is not friendly, as you say, and incitement, which is what Israel is saying. Al Jazeera is the Hamas incitement mouthpiece.
Yeah, well, they're going to continue to do that, aren't they? And probably with more credibility if Israel is a country that bans TV stations. It's a very fine line between criticism and incitement. Now, look, if they said that Al Jazeera specifically took action that endangered or harmed the safety of soldiers or whatever, that would be different. They suggest that, but they haven't proved it. And I really don't think it's true.
Your thoughts?
One point just to add about the large things that were briefed here, and I support all of them. What is the fact is, it's a signal from Israel to Qatar, in my opinion. This is the issue. It's a different day today, and remember what I said a few minutes ago about the change of Bibi Netanyahu way towards the negotiations and towards the countries that are involved. Qatar was one of the favorites. Bibi Netanyahu asked Qatar to enter for many years money here from Israel to Hamas, and Qatar was one of the favorite and supported, and I think it should be discussed after the war to find out what was going there. And now, after a lot of efforts on Qatar to try to reach agreement and to release of the hostages, came this kind of decision that was not done before as a kind of showing towards Qatar, kind of credit towards they are going. It means now the door is closed.
And Israel needs certain things from Qatar. Israel would like Qatar to kick out the Hania crowd. Israel would like Qatar to put the squeeze on Hamas maximally. They don't run Hamas, but they certainly have leverage. Israel has people in Qatar constantly negotiating. This kind of move, which will be perceived as anti-Qatar, is honestly so self-defeating that one wonders in stupefaction.
Well, we certainly will be watching to see the reaction. We know on the screens on Al Jazeera from the local coverage right now, there is a message saying, and we can see it on our screens right now, that they are not broadcasting anymore. We know that those raids are happening as we speak in the newsrooms in Al Jazeera in Jerusalem right now. Dan Perry, Eitan Dangat, a pleasure to have your insights. This conversation will continue, no doubt, but that's where we wrap up for now. For this edition of our breaking news coverage, I'm Benita Levine. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching.